Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of AdThoughts, where we dive into the world of ad tech by picking the brains of our expert team members. Today, we'll be taking a look at how rich media ads improve user experience and drive revenue. Now, onto some introductions. I'm Numi from Publift, an award winning ad tech company based here in Sydney. We help publishers all over the world monetize their content and improve ad revenue. Today, I have Nick Dunlop with me, our regional lead, and he's spent years in the ad tech industry, first on the publisher side, and now he works with Publift, helping publishers improve their performance and yield. Say hello, Nick.
Hey Naomi, thanks for having me.
No worries. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
No problem. Yeah, happy to help.
Yeah, so let's dive right in. If I was a smaller publisher just starting out and figuring out all this ad tech stuff, how would you explain to me what rich media ads are?
Yeah, rich media ads, as the name suggests, they utilize rich components such as interactivity, video, um, anything that is, I guess, outside of, say, a static banner ad. So when the internet first came about, probably before your time in the 90s, websites were very simple in those days, and they had to be. They were just simple HTML pages that could load, with the internet of the time. Sorry, the internet speeds of the time, which people were using dial-up internet in those days, and as a result, you had to have a site that loaded as simple as possible. So those early days of banner ads, the banner ad was a static image with just some text on it. And as time progressed and as the internet got better, so we now have, through to ADSL and now cable internet, websites evolved and they became richer, and the technology evolved behind those websites, which then allowed the banner ads to evolve as well. And so with that evolution, the banner ad then became much more sophisticated and moved away from a static banner with just a text and a click through, potentially some images. And these rich media ads now incorporate, video, expansion, interactivity, and the like. So, that is a rich media banner.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah, definitely makes sense how back in the day you'd want things to load as fast and you want it to be simpler elements. Cool. So, how would you say they compare to the standard display banners? I would assume that they're a lot more effective, seeing that they sound very complex.
Rich media ads have plenty of advantages over a simple static ad or a simple banner ad. They attract user attention through the use of, say, video or any of the interactive components. If you're a user on a website, you're there to look at the content of that website, and it's harder for marketers to attract the attention of the user through the use of banner ads. So the interactive elements of those ads attract a higher level of attention from the reader. The term banner blindness came about just due to the fact that there are so many ads on a website. And if they are all static, simple ads, the user's unlikely to notice them. So rich media ad is more noticeable. Users don't tend to click on banner ads, as shown by the really low CTRs that they attract. The standard banner ad CTR is less than 1%, so typically around 0.1. So marketers don't want to rely on click-throughs only to gauge the success of their advertising campaign. So with a rich media ad, you can measure interactivity, you can measure video views, video completions, expansions and the like. So for a marketer who's wanting to measure return of investment of their banner campaign, they have all these other metrics that they can gauge success rather than just a click through. So there's less and less people click on ads and end up on the marketer's website. You can get the message across just by interacting with the ad alone and not taking users off the website. Users who see rich media ads are much more likely to visit the advertiser's site than those who just saw a standard banner. And I think a user is probably 80% more likely to purchase after watching a video intro on a product as well. So um, these are the advantages of a sort of marketer using rich media content.
Clearly sounds like there are definitely a lot more benefits for marketers, but would you say that there are benefits for publishers as well? Like, what should they be aware of?
Absolutely. The best thing about a rich media ad is the CPM. So the average eCPM for a rich media ad is a lot higher. In some cases, well over 50% more than a standard banner ad. So by allowing rich media creative onto your website, you allow for higher eCPMs, and therefore your revenue will grow. So revenue talks. So I think the number one benefit there is typically an increase for a publisher. Alongside the benefits of revenue and eCPM, these are higher quality ads, and they will have the benefit of improving the look and quality of your website. So you've probably noticed if you go to a website that has low quality advertising, it cheapens the look of that website. And as a publisher, you typically don't want to see cheap text-based ads that, just lessen the overall quality and look and feel of your website. So having a rich media creative that is, beautiful looking, has video, has nicer fonts and everything like that, just improves the look of your website as well.
Yeah, definitely gives it a really premium feel, I'd say.
Yes.
Well, that sounds all fine and dandy, and sounds like every publisher should have rich media ads. Um, but are there any cons to having these types of ads on your page?
Yeah, the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. There are a few minor cons. A bandwidth requirement is much greater for rich media, and so there might be a few users prevented from seeing the ad. The file size of rich media creators can be, up to 100 times more than the standard banner ad, and this can cause issues with hosting and transferring of the banner creative. There was an evolution in technology called HTML5, which allowed for the simplification of creating and hosting and serving rich media creative. So HTML5 is now a standard technology used in Google Ad Manager, and it has made the whole process a whole lot easier. And it takes away the issues of really large file sizes, which then can impact, the bandwidth requirements. The Chrome browser has a tool that will block a ad load that surpasses 4 megabyte of network data usage. So there are tools to combat. So yeah, overall, the cons of running rich media are definitely outweighed by the pros. So there's nothing there that would stop a publisher from running rich media.
Got it. And what are some of the rich media formats that are actually on offer to publishers?
Yep, there is quite a few. Publift allows for just standard rich media banner ads, video advertising, interstitials. Interstitial is a format that will serve an ad before the content loads. We run expandables, push down ads, and we also partner with some rich media specific ad networks. So they supply the formats for us that are able to be run programmatically. So we partner with the likes of Azerion, who run both desktop skins and mobile skins and pushdowns. We also partner with the likes of Cargo and Playground XYZ, who monetize rich media formats programmatically on the mobile devices. So the CPMs that we get from these networks tend to be 5 times the average than a standard banner ad. So in the case of a skin through Azerion, you typically see CPM set at $15 AU. So
Wow.
that's almost 15 times the standard banner ad. So the money is there. Advertisers are willing to pay a lot more for these rich media formats. So by allowing some of these networks in, you improve your eCPM and the flow-on effect of a unique demand from these rich media networks.
Nice. All right. Well, that sounds like a lot that a publisher can work with. If publishers were to take away one key thing today, what would you like to leave them with?
I think a publisher should be very positive about rich media creatives. Advertisers are continually looking at ways to attract eyeballs to their campaigns, and they will continue to do this through the use of rich media. Technology will improve, advertising will improve, and as a publisher, you can be on the receiving end of all of these benefits through an increase in eCPM and revenue. If an advertiser knows your site allows for these formats, then they will direct advertising spend your way. Rich Media Creative will make your site look more premium and a better destination for advertisers. So I highly recommend, getting in touch with Publift, talking to us about these formats and about the networks that we can offer, and getting them plugged in.
Nice. Nicely said, Nick. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us. I definitely learned a lot about rich media. I never knew there were so many formats that we could utilize. Yeah. So, to the viewers out there, we hope you found this useful. And if you did, make sure to like and subscribe as it really helps other publishers like you find their way to content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
So yeah.